GIFs are an easy way to add interest to any page and keep somebody on it a little bit longer, but sometimes it can seem a little daunting just to get the settings correct and, just to have it so that way your page still loads fast. So what we like to do is we obviously find our favorite videos off of Pexels or Unsplash. And then what you'll want to do is you want to resize that first. So we have it pre-set up where I have settings here. Make sure you do not have audio on it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to kind of smush this to start. So this is going to take a second. We'll retitle it small. Okay, while that's going in the background, we're going to go ahead and pop over to Easy GIF. So this is the easiest way that, we have where you can easily turn your videos into GIFs. You can resize them, you can optimize them. You can pretty much do anything. So we just start off with video to GIF, and then you're going to go ahead and pick that file. So let me pick the right one. And then this is going to go ahead and upload it. You can also paste in a video URL if you already have it in Showit in your media library. But we like to do this prior to it. Okay, so our video is already 12 seconds, and it just depends on how you want your video to, or your GIF to look. You can either speed it up or slow it down to kind of, give you, the exact look you're going for. So if her hand is moving much too fast, you could always slow down. But to start, this video is 12 seconds long. So I like to keep it a little bit shorter because it's going to matter with the frame rate. So in order to get a seamless GIF, you have a higher frame rate. So 33 is going to be the best one, but you can only have your video 10 seconds. Now that's going to cause your GIF to be extremely large, and it's going to take a little bit to load. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to find somewhere in the middle. I like to do 20 seconds, which is a max 15 seconds. So if you have a 15-second video, that works just fine. But I'm going to go ahead and end this at 10 seconds. And then I usually keep everything the same. If you're using it really big, you can go ahead and size up to an 800 pixel wide, but keep in mind anything you do is going to compromise the size of your GIF, I suppose. So just keep that in mind when you're kind of starting this. You can always go back to this once it spits out your preview and you can see that was a little bit too much and it looks too choppy. So I'm going to go ahead and make it bigger. And I can even show you if we were to pick 5-second frame rate, it's going to look very and that's a style in itself, but if you want it a little bit smoother, just keep that in mind that you'll want a higher frame rate. Okay, so already noticed that I'm going to want to slow this down just a little bit as well. And you can play with these settings also and kind of fine tune it however you want. You can even change up, the effects. You can change in, the rotation, the crop, what have you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slow it down a little bit. And this is the percentage of the speed that it's at right now. So let's say I want to go a little bit slower. So it just takes a little bit to kind of hone in on this. So it's going a little bit slower, but let's go ahead and make this like really slow. Okay, so I like that, you're still kind of losing a little bit of quality when you're converting this to a GIF, but you also want to keep in mind, the size. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. While this is going, let's go ahead and switch over to Showit. So I have a page that I already want to put it into, and I already want to add a little bit of interest. So with my created GIF, I'm going to go ahead and click Media Library and then just drag that in. Okay, so now with that loaded in, you'll kind of see that it's trying to load right here, but I'm going to select it, or I'm going to open up the image and pre-select that one. So here is where you can also adjust the size as well, just to get it exactly placed how you want it. You always want to double check for speed and try to keep the amount of GIFs minimally, especially because that's going to affect your page load as well. So that is how we like to convert our videos to GIFs.